नमस्कार मु मिस प्रगति कोरापुट सरकारी महाविद्यालय इतिहास विभाग तथा एनईडी ओडिशा शाखा तरफ आज शुभ मुहूर्त भारतर विभिन्न प्रांतर एठी ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म माध्यम एकत्रित होइथिबा समस्त मान्यगण्य अतिथि सांबादिक दर्शक मंडली और छात्र छात्री मानकु हार्दिक स्वागत जनाउछि। इतिहास विभाग कोरापुट सरकारी महाविद्यालय और एनईडी ओडिशा शाखार मिलित सहयोग आज एठी अनुष्ठित होइथिबा भिन्न स्वादर एही वेबिनार को आनुष्ठानिक भावरे सभापतित्व करी परिचालना करिबा पई मु ओडिशार सुनाम धन्य संगठक तथा इतिहास विभागीय मुख्य सरकारी महाविद्यालय कोरापुट एवं एनईडी ओडिशा शाखार अवैतनिक निर्देशक प्रोफेसर कामाख्या प्रसाद दास सर को अनुरोध करुछि जहाको कलमरु सर्वदा झरी आसे किए कहे आमे भिन्न क्षम बोली देखो आम परिचय विजयर टीका पिंधिचु आमे काहाठी न थाए भय तेबे आसंतु ना सभापति तथा संगठक दास सर ठारू जानिबा ए वेबिनार रो तात्पर्य संपर्क रे। धन्यवाद।
Respected chairpersons, dignitaries of the dais and on the dais, esteemed invitees from far and wide, media persons and my dear students present here in this auspicious occasion. Friends, in today's meeting, I would like to speak on amendment requirement in issuing I-card to the visually impaired persons during their railway travel. Friends, in this connection, I would like to draw your kind attention about RPWD Act, which deals with certification rules and differently abled people. Friends, Chapter X of the RPWD Act deals with certification of specified disabilities. Article number 56 of this chapter has prescribed some guidelines for assessment of specified disabilities. Under this act of central government, it has been notified that for the purpose of assessing and assisting the extent of specified disability in a person, the government has prescribed some rules. Friends, similarly, Article 57 of the chapter has prescribed rules to designate certifying authorities. This article says the appropriate government which designate the authority for certifying disabled persons after careful examination and analysis. So friends, now let me clarify who can be the designated authority for issuing the certificate. Persons having requisite qualifications and experience are chosen by the government as certifying authorities. This article says the certificate issuing authority must be competent to issue the certificate of disability. Friends, again, the appropriate government has notified the jurisdictions within which the certifying authority shall perform its certification function. It has prescribed certain terms and conditions while issuing certificate to the disabled person. So friends, now let me clarify the procedure for certification. This certification procedure comes under article number 58 of this chapter. RPWD Act deals with this rules with details. The rules are as follows. This deals with procedure for applying for certification. According to this article, any person with specified disability may apply for obtaining differently able certificate. So, one should remember that the certification must be given to the applicant on the prescribed pro forma only issued by the central government. So, it is issued by the Ministry of Social Justice. Moreover, the certifying authority must have jurisdiction over the area of the appellant authority. And after receiving the application for the certificate from the applicant under subsection 1, the certifying authority must assess the disability of the concerned person, and it is in accordance with the relevant guidelines notified under Article number 56 of the RPWD Act. And after the assessment is done rightly, as the case may be, the certifying authority must issue a certificate of disability to such person on the prescribed form only. Here, one must remember that the certificate of disability issued under this section is valid across the country. So, this certificate can be used to get prescribed facilities from time to time anywhere in India. Now, let me clarify about the appeal procedure against decision of certifying authority under section number 59 of RPWD Act. Any person aggrieved with decision of the certifying authority may appeal against such decision, but this appeal must be made within the time prescribed by the state government, and it must not go beyond prescribed manner declared by the state government. So friends, this appeal must be made before the appropriate designated appellate authority for the purpose, and most important is that the appellate authority must not go beyond the prescribed manner while giving decision. So friends, we have our panel members with us: Dr. D. Harikrishna, eye specialist; G.S. Das, CMM, Central Railway, Mumbai; and Sanyas Behra, DSSO, Headquarter, Bhubaneswar, and they will clarify other regulations regarding today's webinar. Let's listen to them carefully and enjoy their talks. Thank you.